Shaw. It is story time. Guys, like the last story I told you about crashing, so I decided to do some more story time, but I'm not going to talk about a motorcycle related anything in this story. I'm just going to talk about running from the police and a party when I was in high school, and, you know, I mean, I don't think I have to say any more. That's going to be a sweet story. Yeah, come on over, come on. Yeah, get off your phone. Yes, yes. Anyways, so here's how it went down. I'm guessing, I think I'm about like a senior maybe in high school, maybe just out of high school. I can't quite remember. Hello, other Mike. And I'm not old enough to drink. I know that much. And I go to this party, and we'd been to this guy's house several times. A party there. It was like the guy, you know, who like had a house like where like living in a house with a bunch of friends, you know. And he's still like the youngest guy there was still in high school, so you know it was really cool to us. We're like, oh man, you know, that's so sweet. He's got his own house, party all the time, whatever, you know. So this house would just have huge parties since there wasn't a lot of that, available to us. So we go over there like normal to have a good old party, and there's like so there's always a lot of people there. There's a whole lot of people there this time. The place is just packed, and there's actually a band there, not just, you know, music playing or whatever. There's some band up there playing generic whatever high school kid music. Emo music really wasn't big yet, so I think they were just doing a lot of covers of rock bands and whatever else. And so they're jamming out. There's beer everywhere. I didn't see weed, but you could smell the weed in the air. It was a little bit much, you know. We're like, I get there with my buddy, and we basically are like, well, this is a little bit too intense. He agrees. I was like, you know, this is just asking for the police to get called, and that's you know, that's we were just worried about that. You know, we're like, this is going to get broken up any minute. It was absurd amount of noise and loudness going on. So, but right before we made the decision to leave, we both downed a beer off the keg, and we're like, all right, what are you doing? We're like, all right, well, let's get the hell out of Dodge. About that time, we hear the cops run. And that's coming from the front of the house, and we're towards the back. And of course, I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I just had one beer, but, you know, I'm sure that's enough to screw you on those breath tests, especially being underage. You can't blow anything. You can't blow a .0000 point bajillion zeros to a 1. You can't blow a damn thing. So I'm going, well, shit. I immediately make the decision, it's time to run. And I'm right there by the back door. Back door's open. I'm like, let's do this. So we all start running. Let's just start getting the hell out of there. And okay, it was me and my bud. First one's out the door. We're running. We're hauling ass. And I'm like, all right, we gotta get the fuck out, you know. And we look behind us, and basically the entire rest of the house is following us. We're like kind of leading this group, and we're running through the backyard, and he has a chain link fence. You know, it's only like, yeah, god dang, there's people down here. Never the fuck mind. Let's turn the fuck around quietly. I think they have lunch and shit over here. This is like some businesses and shit over here. So, we hit that first chain link fence and we jump it. We're in the alley, and we look over, and there's cops running down the alley with their they're like, what the fuck? So, I don't know where to go after that. I'll go back down this way, fuck it. So yeah, they're running after us. Stop, stop. They got their lights up, you know. We're like, fuck. So we're all running, and we hit the next chain link fence, and we're all running towards it. And first thing I see as we're about to jump this fence is this dog barking at us, man. This looked like a Rottweiler, some big F-off dog I wouldn't want to tangle with. And he's running up barking as I'm jumping the fence. I'm already full commit, you know, like I can't stop. It's like, oh my god, I'm about to get the shit bit out of me by this fucking dog. And as soon as I'm about halfway over the fence, like some parkour ass shit, you know, like instantly I know how to jump fences like I'm a hard ass with the police behind me. As soon as I get over the fence, I see this dog just turn around with his tail between his legs going, yes, running the other way, and I'm like, what the hell scared him? I realized just a huge crowd of people scared the shit out of this little dog, or a big dog, I should say. It felt like a little dog at that point. He was like, get me the hell out of here. So he goes running the other way. We all run, we hit the next fence, and because we all, like, at that point, we all were, like, more together. There was, like, probably 5, 6 of us that put our hands on the fence at once. We collapsed this chain link fence. It just fell the hell over. And I'm like, and from there, we're just running, and we hear police yelling. We know crazy shit's going on behind us, but we're just like, we gotta get the fuck out of here, you know? And I mean, everyone just dispersed like crazy. We're all over the fucking place. Somehow, I ended up with the members of the band that I didn't even know. I ended up with those guys. Don't ask me how. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And these guys are high as shit, and they're just being stupid as hell. They're sitting there, we're like hiding at one point. I think we're hiding behind one of those little, like a little wall on the side of a house, and the cop is driving down the street with his spotlight, and he's looking all over the place. And I'm like, come on, we gotta hide, man. So we ended up jumping behind the wall, and those guys are sitting there going, they're saying something like, man, fuck these police. Yeah, man, who gets them the right? And I'm like, dude, guys, shut the hell up. And they're like, no, man, I'm gonna go arrest them. And they're like, yeah, let's arrest them. And I'm like holding on to them. I'm like, no, you motherfucker, sit the fuck down. I'm not going to jail for you or anyone. What movie is that from? So I was like, no, man, no. And I'm like pissed off, yelling at everybody, like, telling them, you got to stop, you know? And we ended up the cop ended up going down the road. Luckily, they didn't get me arrested by arresting the cop themselves. And I go, all right, fuck these guys. And I ended up just like leaving them after that. I was like, I'm gonna go fucking run my own way. And I ran to a good buddy of mine, just randomly out of nowhere. You know, like we ran into each other too. He was also running from the party. Now he's just drunk, and I guess I don't know what was going on with him, because I'm like, come on, man, come on, we gotta get out of here. You know, we gotta keep a low pro. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And so we're running, and he starts like doing the what's that movie? The Mission Impossible song. He's going do-do-do, do-do-do, dun 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 dun. And he's holding his hands up like he's got a gun. He keeps doing this, like going around walls. I guess he's just in his drunken mind. He thought he was gonna be in a movie, and he was gonna be Tom Cruise or something in the Mission Impossible movies. And I'm going, dude, like, this is too much for me. I ditched the high band to get my drunken friend who wants to do Mission Impossible. I'm like, this is getting out of control. So I don't know. That goes on, and we ended up in the post office, which isn't far from there. And the police are like, they know we're all over the place. Like every cop car is just driving around. We're constantly like ducking behind shit because they're just running around with spotlights blazing on everything. But yeah, In-N-Out Burger, fucking In-N-Out Burger, shit sucks. Take that shit back to California. So we're like, well, we ended up at the fucking post office, like hiding between mail trucks at one point, and finally we ended up in some random girl's house. Somebody knew somebody, like 5 generations down of knowing somebody, some random bitch, and we ended up at her house. She was totally cool. She understood the situation because, like, you know, we're going into her house. Like, yeah, I don't know you or your friend or your friend's friend, but I'd like to hide at your house for a few minutes. She was like, yeah, it's cool. And we only had like a few vehicles. Like we had friends like to come over and picking us up from the house, taking us back to this Starbucks down the street. That was kind of like our gathering place. But all our cars were screwed because they were at that house. We couldn't go back over there. The police were out front breathalyzing people and doing all this crazy shit. So we're just like, shit, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. And my lane ends. So we're just like, we're going like, I don't know, whoever, like 1 or 2 people that had their car just made slow trips picking everybody up, you know, like 3 or 4 people at a time, bring them back to the Starbucks, and we just chilled there for like an hour or 2 until the coast was clear. Then we went back and we got our cars, and everybody had parking tickets, like everyone did. For anything they could give them a parking ticket for, like, oh, you're an inch off the curb, you're too close to this, you were facing the wrong way was the big one. I don't know why I'm going to go in here. So we're like, everyone's sitting there getting tickets, everyone's getting in trouble. My car is parked the wrong way on the street, almost the way this minivan right here is parked, but I'm even closer to the corner than they are, which is like illegal for several reasons. Like, I'm right on the corner facing the wrong way on the street, and I'm like, literally the house is on the corner and I'm right there. My car does not get a ticket, and I can only assume because it was an old man's looking car. It was a Mercury Cougar from like 97. And I love that car. It was nice and comfortable, and it got me out of tickets. But yeah, it was a real mess. A lot of people got in trouble. Those guys ended up getting evicted out of that house after that. That was like the final straw. Basically, yeah, that was the end of it. And everyone got tickets and got screwed, but not me. Got out of it. Ran like a fugitive, like I was Harrison Ford. It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. And that's what I'm gonna end it on.